Well, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to A Therapeutic Edge. Thank you so much for joining me. I've got just functional art on the table. This is a Papa Bear Knives, or PBK, full custom. It is Damascus. It has gorgeous scales on it. The fit and finish on this knife are beautiful. I actually won this in a raffle on his Facebook page, and was so taken with how gorgeous this thing is that I just wanted to share it with you guys. Let's talk about what it is and what it isn't. This is not going to be my new camping knife, although the design would lend itself to that really, really well. But this thing is so gorgeous that it's going to take a place of sort of honor in my knife collection, and I'm going to keep it in as pristine condition as I can. Now, I have working tools from him, my favorite being the Simple Bear EDC here. There's a full review of this coming. This is just CPM 154 and really nice hardwood. This is a great knife. There is a review of this coming. This is a great carry. This is something else entirely. Now, it is 5160. 15 N20 and NI 200, which is what's in the Damascus. It's Alabama Damascus. This has been clear coated because 5160 is anything but rust resistant. So he's clear coated this out so it'll last a while. The scales, which are amazing, are they're black maple burl, right? Spalted tamarind, and this portion right here is mammoth molar. That's right, this is mammoth. It's got a great little star pin in it on both sides, as you can see. This is just an example of what he can do when he really puts his mind to it. Am I going to order a full custom version of this in 154 CM or CPM 154? Yeah, probably, because this is a great size knife, and the handle is so comfortable. He's done a great job. I love the way that this particular Damascus, you can see the scroll work on there. Look at that. Right? It's just beautiful. There's his logo, the bear paw stamp. I've had a chance to talk to Alan, that is Papa Bear Knives, a bunch. I know he's even got some stuff in MagnaCut coming. So I will put a link both to his Facebook page and his website in the description. If you guys are looking for a really well-made custom fixed blade, check out his stuff. I mean, seriously, look how beautiful this is. This is an art piece that you could, because it's 5160, if I needed to, I could take this thing out in the field and do everything that I wanted it to. I don't want to imply for a minute that I'm keeping it pristine because it's somehow fragile or somehow not a using tool. It is. But come on. I mean, look at how beautiful these scales are. And that mammoth molar is just something special. This whole thing is outrageously gorgeous. And so I am going to keep this as a bit of a collector's piece. Keep it as something special. But let's get some specs out of the way. This particular custom, you are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1/4 inches of cutting on 6 3/4 inches of Alabama Damascus. The grip area from behind the swell, 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4 inches, right? Tons of room. The overall knife from end to end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 3/4 inches overall. This is a full-size bit of just gorgeous kit, right? Fantastic drop point, saber ground. It's got a little bit of milling right here, right? A little bit of jimping for your thumb to land on if you needed to do such a thing. The grind on this particular example of his work is perfect from end to end. It is the same height all the way along the edge of the blade. He uses dark pins up here in the spalted tamarind and equally dark pins back here in the maple burl. Fit and finish on the handle and scales is perfect. They are dead even, right? Perfectly rounded, perfectly smooth. This does have a 90-degree spine, so if this was a working tool instead of this art knife, you could absolutely strike Firestone with it if you wanted to. I love stuff like this. American-made, example of an artisan at work, and it is absolutely fundamentally beautiful. Let's take a look at the sheath you get with it. This is handmade, nice thick leather. Check that out, right? It is the same as the one that you get on the Simple Bear EDC, but of course, much bigger. Stuff like this takes on character over time, right? So were I to carry this particular example, and as I have been carrying this, you can see, right? It's starting to darken up along the edge here. I love stuff like this, right? It's not complex, but it's beautiful in its own right. And the fitment is great. No rattle, no rock. A little bit of squeak because it is leather. But if you oil this out, it'll take on a life and a character of its own. Now he just put a simple rope lanyard in the back here because I imagine it went with the overall style of the knife. I'm not a lanyard guy. I'd probably take that off. Alan does good work. You know, and I know, I get this all the time. People are like, where can I find a really good custom fixed blade? Papa Bear Knives will not let you down. It's just beautiful. It's very slicey. I've done some basic cutting with it. It's well balanced. It is very well balanced. I've done some basic cutting with it. You know, the stuff that I usually cut. I've cut some paracord and some rope. I did a little bit of feather sticking, but I didn't want to mar it up too much. It feather sticks really well because it's really well balanced. Just enough for me to know what kind of a tool I was working with. It's a monster too. Full-size knife, no question. What's the point? Well, not all knives are for hard use. It could be, but this is a collector's piece, and it's my collector's piece. And I'd like to thank Alan for sending this along to me. If you join his Facebook page, he does a raffle a week. You can get in on those. The prices are reasonable, and the winnings are spectacular. So think about it, right? Again, I'll post a link to his webpage and to his Facebook page in the description below. You guys should definitely go check him out. And that's really where we're going to end this. It's just a look at something I have added to the collection. This is just a beautiful knife. Anyway, this is some excellent Papa Bear Knives work right here. You should check out PBK. I am in love with this thing. If you have any questions about this or any of my knives, feel free to ask down in the comments below. In the meantime, check out Alan's website and his Facebook page. Thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. We'll see you next time. Have a great one.